Yo, what is good, YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are ranking the top 10 best small forwards in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Before we hop into the video, if you haven't done it already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 20,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day. Tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Trying to hit that by the end of the month of February, which is going to require averaging about 60 subscribers a day for the rest of the month. So again, I would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. But without further ado, let's hop right into it. We're going to start off with the number 10 spot. And at number 10 on this list, I have the brand new Pink Diamond Josh Smith that came out yesterday, as y'all are seeing this video. Today, actually, as I'm recording this, he only came out about 2.5 hours ago. But I did gameplay with this card. It's on my channel. I think he's pretty good. Go check out that video. I actually liked him. At the same time, his release is the worst release on this list. I only included him on this list because I truly do believe he is absolutely elite and nearly top tier, if not actually top tier, at every other thing that a small forward can do. He has elite size, elite physicality, elite slashing, elite shooting, even pretty elite playmaking. Sorry, elite defense and even pretty elite playmaking. Does not have elite shooting. His shooting badges could use some work. His release could use a lot of work. Outside of that, though, he's one of the more elite cards in the entire game, in all honesty. I honestly like his SIGs. I like his animations. I think he moves well. I think he's an incredible slasher, one of the best I've used all year. And I think defensively, he's a monster. He's got great size. He's super versatile, super switchable. His release is just horrific. Does it kill the card? Yes. Is he the best terrible release card in the game as well? Also, probably yes, or at least one of the best. He is a very, very good card despite that bad release, and I wanted to include him in the top 10 because of that. Number 9 is going to be Kevin Durant. KD simply is another guy who honestly animation-wise was kind of let down because stat and badge-wise, he's great. He's super fast, elite shooter, elite slasher, really good all-around defender, very complete. Every badge is upgradable, so you can add brick wall, dimer, rise up, and really whatever else you want, although he's not missing much. He slashes well. He shoots great. He's a capable playmaker and a great defender, but his SIGs aren't very good. His release is a little slow. It's just mid. Like, he doesn't move that well. He doesn't shoot the ball that incredibly well because, again, the release isn't great. He's a very capable defender, but he's not next level elite defensively. And he is an elite slasher, but a lot of guys are elite slashers. So to me, it's like, he's a little bit disappointing, to be completely honest. Not to say KD is a bad card. He's certainly not. He's just not as top tier as I think people would expect, especially out of a KD card that only came out, what, about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago? Like, he's not exactly an old card. For example, at number 8, I actually do believe LeBron is better than KD, despite LeBron having come out in, what, November? This card came out a long, long time ago, and he is still an absolutely incredible card. He's super fast, and he's got incredibly complete stats and badges. Even as a base card, still pretty darn complete stat and badge-wise, but if you get him upgraded with extra gold badges, extra hoffs, he really is insanely complete. Not to mention, statistically, he's still obviously incredible. This is a card with insane longevity, and release-wise, honestly, I'm more consistent with his release than I am with KD's. I might even prefer it. And then movement-wise, I actually do prefer LeBron's movement for sure. He's a better slasher. I think LeBron is probably the better card. His animations are crazy. I am expecting we will probably see a Galaxy Opal LeBron on Friday, and I do believe he will be right in the discussion for best small forward in the game. That card will be unbelievable. Hopefully his release will be on quick, though. And I think this LeBron is at number 7. Sorry, number 8 still. Number 7 is Karl Malone. Good card. Very good card. 6'9" small forward. I know he never played small forward in real life, but he's 6'9". I think he fits pretty well at small forward, honestly. 95 speed is great. Defensively, he is an absolute monster, and he is freaking athletic as well. Now, no speed booster, not great shooting badges. He is certainly more of a slasher, and then a defender can be really useful as a screener at small forward at times, though with his physical ability on the inside, his strength, his vert, his standing dunk, all that type of stuff can be a bit of a mismatch at the small forward position physically. And that's something that I really do like about the card. And I just think overall very switchable defensively. May not be the greatest shooter or playmaker in the world, but he is capable enough in those areas as well. That gives you a very easily top 10, and I think borderline top 5 small forward option. Number 6, Jonathan Isaac. Incredible defensively. Limited offensively, yes, but he is a very good slasher, and his release is smooth and pretty easy. He is not unbelievably gifted as like a shooter or a playmaker, especially. I mean, he doesn't have Agent 3 blinders, limitless, quick first step, speed booster, unpluckable, bailout, break starter. Like, he's missing a lot. You can add bailout and break starter, but generally he is missing a lot in those areas. Same time, one of the best defensive cards in the game, and actually a very good slasher as well. 90 driving dunk, pretty much every finishing badge you want outside of rise up. So Amazing, amazing, amazing defensively. That gives you a ton of value in of itself, but at 6'10" as well, that size is also super duper valuable. The defensive impact of this card is certainly unmatched. I think he's basically just a better version of an Andre Kirilenko, who I know I don't have top 10. I'm sure I'll get a couple comments on people who think he's a top 10 small forward. I just don't. My opinion. I'm allowed to have a different opinion. Anyways, Jonathan Isaac, great card for sure. If he was a little better as like in terms of a little more complete playmaking and shooting wise, and maybe had a slightly faster release, I'd even have him a little higher, but I certainly think he's a great card. Number 5, Paul George. Paul George is one of only 2 guys from the shooting guard list that I carried over to small forward, and that's because he's 6'8", elite defensively, really solid release, great slasher, just gives you everything you want at small forward. Size, speed, shooting, defense, and slashing. Does everything you really want out of a card. He is not the greatest shot creator in the world. He needs unpluckable. You probably want to add brick wall and rebound chaser since he can get those as well if you can. But at the same time, he's great at small forward just like he is at shooting guard. I mean, honestly, his lack of playmaking is less of a detriment at the small forward position. The only reason I don't have him higher than this is because the top guys above him, well, most of them have better releases than him. And that's the main differentiator, honestly, at this point, at the small forward position that keeps some of these guys higher or at the very top of this list is how elite their releases are, and that is why PG is only at number 5. Page is at 4. Page is 6'10", and they glitched him defensively, and he is a freaking demon. People would sleep on this card. 115K for this card. This card deserves to be in a lot of people's lineups. 90 speed, 97 3 ball. I understand he's not as athletic as most of the other guys, well, really all the other guys in this list, but he's one of the best shooters of all of them. Amazing release and defensively elite and versatile. He's a great defender, great shooter. 3-and-D is pretty much the 2 most important things you need at the small forward position, and Peja gives you both of those things at an incredibly elite level. Now, not the greatest slasher, not the most impressive playmaker by any means either. There are a few things that do hold him back a bit and keep him out of the top 3, but he's right on that borderline. Really good card. Adam Morrison at number 3. I think Adam's playmaking is the one thing that separates him at the small forward position. His release is unfortunately not exceptional. The Jerry West upper ruins the Steph base, and also it ruins the Trey fade that he has, kind of. At the same time, he's pretty fast, incredible shooter, really good defender, able to get every badge as well, so he needs speed booster, brick wall, pick dodger added for sure. But if you have those on him, the playmaking is what separates him. Jamal Murray's behind the back, and John Wall's drag back give him probably the best playmaking of any card in the game, or at least right near the top. Kobe Escape as well is pretty darn good. And like I said, if he had a better upper, I think he'd still be right there, maybe even the best small forward in the game with a better upper. But unfortunately, with a pretty booty upper, I still think he's top 3. He's still such a great card, but at the same time, not putting him any higher than this. Number 2, Scottie Pippen, the other guy I carried over from the shooting guard position. He's just so dang good. He's incredible at small forward too. Unbelievable release, great size, unbelievably elite defender, also super athletic and capable playmaking wise, although the playmaking is not that important to me at the small forward spot. He's one of the best shooters on this list, with one of the best releases on this list, arguably the best, I would say, well, the second best anyway. And then defensively, he's maybe the best pure lockdown defender on the perimeter in the game, or at least right near the top again. Like an incredible all-around card who does everything you need out of a small forward at an incredibly high level. It's a card with a ton of longevity. I'm not sure exactly recommend locking him in at this point, but I do not regret locking in my Scottie Pippen, and I expect him to play on my team for quite a while at both shooting guard and small forward. Right now I have him at shooting guard, but he's played both positions for me already, and he's incredible at both. Number 1 is Michael Beasley, and I think it's a shame that the best small forward in the game is available exclusively, whether you buy him with VC from the pack market or trying to gamble and pull him in packs. That's the only way you can get this card. Not a fan. At the same time, he is still probably the best small forward in the game. He's got the best release and the fastest release of any small forward in my team, not to mention being incredibly fast, an amazing slasher, and a really good versatile defender who can get every single defensive badge upgraded and every badge added that he doesn't have. So he's the best shooter of anybody on this list. Playmaking wise, he's not insanely incredible, to be completely honest, but he's pretty good. Kobe's dribble style is nice, has a good push cross out of it. Normal fade is nice. He's incredibly athletic, but the release is the difference maker. That's the thing. He's also one of the best playmakers on this list, even without unbelievable sigs. They're good enough. And then defensively, he's still very good. He's 6'9". He's got a 7-foot wingspan. He's capable defensively, and if you upgrade a couple badges to Hoff, he's even better than capable. Overall, he's an incredible card. Top small forward in the game, in my opinion. It's unfortunate the way you have to get him. I don't think he's a must-buy by any means, but I do think he's a great card. With that being said, I hope you all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.